Philadelphia, it was 104 degrees at Citizens Bank Park today, and I think our bats melted somewhere in the second inning and never came back.
6-1 Pirates. A noon start, a getaway day, and the Phillies managed 4 hits the whole afternoon. 4. We scored once in the first, and then the offense just clocked out.
Alan Rangel gives us 4 scoreless innings out of nowhere, a kid holding the fort in an oven, and we can't scratch a single run behind him. And then the bullpen springs a leak in the 7th, and it's a landslide.
And the series splits, 2-2 with Pittsburgh. A team we were up 2-1 on, and we let it get even.
2-2. We should have taken this series and we let it slip in the heat. Tell me how you're feeling, because I need the company. Jack at thecaptainjackshow.com. Let's do a show.
Time, take a look with good old Captain Jack. Captain.
Good evening, Philadelphia. I wish the news were better. Your Phillies lost to the Pittsburgh Pirates 6-1 on a brutally hot Thursday afternoon and split a series we had every chance to win.
The whole day is one sentence: 4 hits. You do not beat anybody with 4 hits, not the Pirates, not the Little Sisters of the Poor. The pitching kept it close for a while, and the bats never showed up.
And that's the part that stings, Craig. Alan Rangel, a name half the building had to look up, throws 4 scoreless, gets out of a bases-loaded jam in the 3rd with a double play, and we reward him with nothing.
1 run in the first on a Harper double. That was the entire offensive output. After that, Jared Jones and a parade of Pittsburgh relievers just took turns.
104 degrees, and we go quiet. All right, let's bring in the booth. Kevin, you survived back there?
Barely, Jack. Hey everybody, Kevin here in the booth. The air conditioning in here was working overtime and losing. Rough one to ride, but the phones are full. First caller's ready.
On a loss like this, the lines are always full. Real quick, if you're new here, follow wherever you're listening. And if you're on YouTube, subscribe. We're here every night, the wins and the ugly hot afternoons.
Especially the ugly ones. That's when the good talk happens.
It is. Kevin, who's first?
Carmine in North Philly, and he's already going, putting him on.
Cap, I gotta let it out. The bullpen, you get 4 free innings from a kid nobody's heard of, 4 zeros in an oven, and the relievers hand it right back. 6 runs, Cap, 6.
They cracked in the 7th, Carmine. Alvarado gives up the go-ahead, and then it just kept coming.
Alvarado, then the homers, Endy, and then Gonzales. It's a slow-motion car wreck, and I watched every second sweating on my couch. You ways to start like Rangels. That's a crime in July.
It's fair, Carmine. Rangel gave them exactly what they needed, and the game got away after he left. That one's on the group behind him.
Rangel deserved better, that's all I'm saying. Give that kid a medal and give the bullpen a talking to. Okay, I'm sweaty and I'm sad. Thank you, fellas.
Go find some shade, Carmine. Thank you, brother.
Jen in Center City, you're up next.
Hey, Jack, Jen, Center City. I'm gonna be the weirdo who's not all the way down about this.
Talk me off the ledge, Jen. I'm on it.
Alan Rangel. 4 scoreless, out of a bases-loaded jam, in 104 degrees, in a spot start. That's a rotation piece we didn't know we had. I'm projecting him into September starts that matter.
One good afternoon, and Jen's riding him into the playoff rotation.
You watch, Craig. We lose 6-1, and the thing I remember in October is the day we found Alan Rangel. Silver linings are still lining.
I'll take the lining, Jen. It's the only bright thing I've got today. Thank you.
Last one this round. Dolores from Manayunk.
Hello, Jack. Hello, Craig. I told you about the heat, dear. I said the little things grow. 4 hits and a split on a day we should have closed it out.
You did warn us, Dolores. Lay it on me.
We were 2-1 up on a team under 500, and we let them walk out even. That's not a bad afternoon, boys. That's the kind of thing you remember in a tiebreaker in September, when 1 game is the whole season.
It's July 2nd, Dolores. There's a lot of runway before any of that.
The runway is where it starts, dear. Circle this one. But get some water, all of you. It's dangerous out there. Good night.
Dolores has us losing a September tiebreaker over a July afternoon, and on a day this hot, I can't even argue. Thank you, Dolores. So let's walk the wreckage, Craig, even though I don't want to.
It actually started fine. First inning, Harper doubles one in, Marchand scores, and it's 1-0 Phillies. And that was the last good thing the offense did all day.
Rangel holds it there. 4 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 4 walks, but he wriggled out of everything, including a bases-loaded mess in the third with a double play. He earned a win and didn't get within a mile of one.
Then the bullpen. Meza gives up the tying run in the 5th. It sits 1-1 until the 7th, and then Alvarado runs into it. Esmerlyn Valdez triples. Nick Gonzales singles him in, and it's 3-1. Valdez drove in 3 on the day.
And then it's a pile-on. Endy Rodríguez homers off Trevino in the 8th. A Valdez sacrifice fly makes it 5. And Gonzales puts a bow on it with a homer off Backus in the 9th. 6-1. In an oven. On getaway day.
And here's a sentence that should keep every one of us up tonight. Last night, this exact lineup hung 8 runs on Paul Skeens. A Cy Young winner. One of the best arms on the planet.
8 on Skeens. And then today they hand us Jared Jones, a man carrying an earned run average over 5, a 528, and we manage 1 run. 1! Off the 5+ ERA guy!
That is the game, and it makes no sense on purpose. You tee off on the ace, and then you go silent against the arm you're supposed to square up. There's no explaining it. You just live with it.
8 off the Cy Young winner, 1 off the fill-in. If you wrote that in a script, nobody would buy it.
A quick word on the challenges, since there were a ton. 7 of them. 4 overturned. The Phillies were tapping the helmet all afternoon. Marchand twice. The system was busy, and it was roughly a coin flip. Jansen Visconti behind the plate. Not the story of the game.
The story of the game was 4 hits and 1 bright spot in the booth. Jimmy Rollins stopped in for an inning. Always good to hear J-Roll, even on a day like this. Write in and tell me the last time we scored 1 run and you still stayed till the end. Jack at thecaptainjackshow.com.
Don Mattingly said after it that the group's been consistent even in the losses, and I think that's the honest read. This wasn't a collapse. It was a flat, hot afternoon where nobody hit.
Where does it leave us? Standings-wise, and be gentle.
49 and 39. We slipped back to 3 games behind Atlanta, but we're still 2.5 up in the wild card. The cushion held even on a bad day.
3 back again. We were closing on the Braves, and today we gave that half game right back. That's the one that bugs me. Kevin, you've been quiet, and I know that look. What is it?
All right. You want my theory? A noon start on the hottest day of the year, on getaway day against the contender. You don't think somebody in a schedule office knew exactly what 104 degrees does to a lineup that plays the night game every day?
The league scheduled the Sun to beat the Phillies. That's the theory.
I'm saying you cook a team that's chasing at noon and call it a coincidence. 4 hits, Craig, in an oven that was on the calendar 6 months ago. I'm just reading the calendar.
Kevin thinks the sun is in on it. On a day this hot, I almost want to believe you, and that scares me. Let's go down to the farm and feel something good. The future. Give me the kids, Craig. I need the hope tonight.
Start at AAA. Andrew Painter, 1 start on the books at Lehigh Valley. 4 innings, 4 strikeouts, an earned run average of 2 1/4 in that look. He's stretching out on schedule.
Every start, Craig. On a day our big league bats gave us 4 hits. I want that arm up here yesterday. But I'll be patient. Barely.
At AA, Braden Tucker keeps rolling. 6 and 4, an earned run average of 2 4/10 across 71 innings, 66 strikeouts in rating. Same steady story every time we check.
Tucker's the reliable one. On a day like this, reliable sounds pretty good.
And down in the rookie league, Francisco Renteria, 17 years old, still hitting .386 with an on-base plus slugging over 1,000. He does not care that it was hot in Philadelphia today.
17 and mashing. That's the one thing today that made me smile. Keep that name close. All right, phone's back up, and let's go big picture, because I need to know we're okay. Kevin, who's holding?
Dave from Bucks County is up, putting him through.
Jack, it's Dave, Bucks County, and I'm here to keep everybody calm about the offense.
4 hits, Dave. Calm me down.
One hot afternoon, Jack. 104 degrees, a getaway day game. The whole league has days like this. Harper still doubled. Bohm doubled. The line was quiet, the talent's still there. You don't panic over one sweaty Thursday.
It is one game, Dave. I'll grant you that. We hit all series until today.
We hit 10 runs last night. You forget that already? This lineup's fine. It got hot. They got a good bullpen game thrown at them. It happens. Tomorrow's a new one.
Dave, the voice of reason in a heat wave. I appreciate you, counselor. Thank you.
Reggie and Camden, you're up.
Captain, Reggie and Camden, I ran the numbers on the way to the phone, and we're fine. Promise you we're fine.
Give me the numbers, Reggie. I need them.
2.5 up in the wild card, even after a loss. The cushion didn't move. You lose 6-1, and you're still holding the same lead you woke up with. It's a good team having a bad Thursday.
That part's true, Reggie. The wild card margin held at 2.5.
It held, Craig. We don't need to catch Atlanta tomorrow. We need to be standing in October, and we are standing. Make the calls, but calm ones today.
Calm calls. I like this new Reggie. Thank you, brother.
Last one, Lou from Fairmount.
Jack, Lou, Fairmount. A day game and a heat wave. You know, in my time, you played the day game and you didn't say a word about the weather. You drank a little water and you got your knocks.
4 knocks today, Lou. Just 4.
4 is not enough, and I won't pretend it is. But I'll tell you what bothers an old man. Nobody moved a runner over, nobody laid down a bunt, nobody manufactured a single thing. In the Heat, we play small. We played nothing.
The small ball afternoon never materialized, that's true. It was homer or bust, and it went bust.
We play for 1 run in that heat, and maybe it's a different afternoon. Ah, well, on to the next. Stay cool, fellas.
Whiz as always, Lou. On to the next. Thank you. You know what? On a quiet bat day, let's just call the quietest bat and see how he's doing. Let's get Kyle Schwarber on the line.
He went 0-for-3. Jack, you sure you want to bother him? Dial it up.
Hello?
Is this Kyle Schwarber?
Yeah, close enough. What's up?
Rough one today, Kyle. Hot as anything. 4 hits as a team. What happened out there?
Yeah, it was warm. We'll bounce back. Hey, real quick, you know anything about a regulation ring? Like the circle you shoot marbles in?
A marbles ring.
Somebody re-raked my ring at the club before the tournament, and now the ties roll wrong. You can't just re-rake a man's ring the morning of, Jack. There's a code.
Kyle, we were trying to ask about the bats, the heat, the loss.
The bats will come around. But this ring situation, this is serious. I got a knuckle-down protest filed and everything.
0-for-3, and he's filing a grievance with the Marble Commission.
It's a real body, Craig. They meet on Sundays. All right? I gotta run. I'm remeasuring the ring before dark. Later.
And he's gone. I'm going to go ahead and say that was the fake Kyle Schwarber. The real one is probably icing something after that heat. Before the hot takes, let's rewind the tape. Craig, what was the game thread doing while we sweated through this?
I've got our Phillies game thread up, the live one. And honestly, it read like a heat stroke ward. First up, Eagle Eye 215, quote, "Feel sorry for everyone getting cooked by the sun watching a bullpen game."
Cooked by the sun watching a bullpen game. That's the whole afternoon in 11 words. Those poor people in the seats earned a plaque today.
Then, keeping it simple, Win Boomin, quote, "Can't win if you can't hit."
Can't win if you can't hit. You can put that on the marquee. 4 hits, 1 run, and no amount of good pitching saves you from that math.
And on a kinder note, Lanton, quote, "Good job, Alan."
Good job, Alan, and I mean it. Alan Rangel was the one guy who did his job today, and the crowd knew it in real time. If only anybody had scored for him.
One nice thing in the whole thread. We'll take it. Time for hot takes from the masses, Jack. Here's what the Our Phillies subreddit is saying now that it's mercifully over. First up, SpiderCam27, quote, "This makes the Nola loss worse. Should have won 3 of 4.
And there it is. That's the one that hurts. Win the opener, and this is a series win. Instead, we split, and every loss in a series, you should have taken points back at the one that got away. He's right, and I hate that he's right."
Next on the excuse we're all reaching for, Nintenju, quote, "Is it intellectually dishonest to just ignore this game and say we couldn't perform due to the heat?" Yes. Am I going to do it anyway? Also, yes.
Honest, man. That's exactly the deal I'm making with myself right now. Was it the heat? Probably not entirely. Am I going to blame the 104 degrees and go to bed? Absolutely I am.
And last, a note for the brave, Feinster39, quote, "To those who attended the game today in person, your fandom can never be questioned again. Also, please contact a therapist."
If you sat through that in triple-digit heat, you're a better fan than I am. And Feinster's right, you should probably talk to somebody. That's love, folks. Painful, sweaty love.
The most Philadelphia sentence ever written. Devotion and a therapist referral.
We're drawing to a close on a hot, sad one, and that means it's time for the caller's walk-off. Give me your best. You're up for the walk-off, Swing.
4 free innings from Rangel, and the bullpen sets it on fire. Fix the bridge to the 9th, or we're doing this in October.
Next at the plate, Swing.
We found Alan Rangel today. Write his name down. That's the takeaway, not the score.
Step in. Swing.
Nobody bunted. Nobody moved a runner. 4 hits and no small ball. That's not baseball. That's waiting for lightning.
Walk off. Swing.
We hit 10 last night. 1 quiet afternoon in oven. This lineup is fine. Leave it alone.
Swing away.
Still 2.5 up in the wild card after a loss. The cushion never moved. We're okay.
Last one. Swing.
We let a beaten team walk out even. Circle it, boys. September remembers July.
That's the walk-off, folks. Lights out on a hot one. That's the ball game, Philadelphia. 6-1, 4 hits, 104 degrees, and a series we split when we could have won it. Alan Rangel deserved a whole lot better than we gave him today.
One flat afternoon. We're still 2.5 up in the wild card. Still very much where we want to be. You watch this one off and you come back tomorrow.
Before we go, tell me down in the comments, who's your player of the game on a day like this? For me, it's Alan Rangel, and it's not close. Subscribe and follow wherever you get your podcasts. It's how a little show like ours keeps the lights on, even on the hot, sad days.
And how Kevin keeps a job he spent theorizing that the son is a Pirates fan.
The calendar doesn't lie, Craig.
One more time, the inbox is open. Tell me your player of the game. Jack at thecaptainjackshow.com. For Craig Nicholson and Kevin in the booth, I'm Captain Jack. We split with Pittsburgh, we drink some water, and we go get the next one. Good night.